In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a quick and dirty version of a crossbody strap. By dirty, I mean it's cheap. Because who wants to spend hours making 60 inches of fabric straps? Not me. There's nothing wrong with webbing, and absolutely you should use it whenever possible. To make your quick and dirty crossbody strap, you're going to need webbing. I do prefer nylon webbing, not only because it is a lot more sturdy and bulky, but it's also easier to finish off the ends as opposed to cotton webbing that's going to completely fall apart and requires a little bit more work. Then you need matching hardware. You're going to need one triglide and 2 hooks. You need the hooks to have D-rings attached to them, and all of the hardware's interior width needs to match the width of your webbing. This is 1-inch webbing, so I have 1-inch hardware. If you really want to be dirty sewist, then you need rivets as well. You can use 2 or more. If you want to be extra dirty, use rivets. It's a lot faster, it's simpler, and it looks pretty darn snazzy when you use them. You absolutely can sew the darn things together, but if you do rivets, it's extra dirty, and I'm all about dirty. To keep things simple and make sure that you're actually able to see what the heck I'm doing on this cutting table, we're just gonna use this tiny little bit of webbing. First things first, if you're using a nylon or a polyester webbing, take a lighter to it. Get kinky. Use all the heat you can to melt those ends so that they don't fall apart on you. You take one end of your webbing and your triglide and put that end of the webbing up through the first hole, and then over the middle bar of the triglide and down the other side. You want to take it and hold these two together and pull. So now you're basically hugging that middle bar. You only want this part here to be about 1.5 to 2 inches. So we're just going to ease that off a little bit and hold it in place. I'm going to put a clip in there just to hold it, because I'm going to be a dirty sewist and put a rivet in. Now, I have a video on how to do these things, specifically how to put in rivets, and I don't really want to leave open all this, like, I don't know, dead airspace where you're like, what happened there? Did I get abducted by aliens? No, she just put a rivet in there magically and then skipped the step on the video. So that's why I'm doing this, so people don't scream at me. So once I've got everything in, just gonna go ahead and get that rivet in here and press. Ooh, yeah. You know it's good because the camera shook. Let's move on to the next step. This will henceforth be known as the wrong side of the strap. And you know it's the wrong side because there's that little raw edge that we had to tack down with the rivet. Now you're gonna take one of the D-rings and you're going to put it through the longer end here, such that the hook is on the correct side and the D-ring is over here on the wrong side. I would add that's kind of a perspective thing. Now, you're not going to sew or clamp or do anything with this. You're just going to pull it on up, just like that. So basically, you should have this ring free and clear on a little loop-de-doop thing. Now take this raw end and shove it into that first hole in the triglide. We're going to pull it up like this and then down the other side, like so. Oh, look at that. Now we're looking at what's considered the right side of the strap. Just so we keep our orientation correct in our brains, let's go ahead and flip the strap back over so that the wrong side is facing up. Take your remaining D-ring with a lobster hook and put the raw end through the D-ring where the hook is now on the right side, which is over here, and the D-ring is up on the wrong side. Pull through just a little bit so that you have 1.5 to 2 inches hanging on the other side. And just like we did with that first dirty stitch with the rivet, now we're gonna rivet this. So just to be safe, I'm gonna put a clip in it. Yay, it didn't hit me in the face that time. You know, I keep calling this whole thing really dirty, like quick and dirty. But really, is it wrong? Is it dirty to basically be this effective at making a crossbody strap? Is it wrong that I want to be able to make these things in less than an hour? Probably not. Is it lazy? Absolutely. But this lazy sewist just made a crossbody strap for ants. So if you were able to keep up, this is what you should have as the final look, though hopefully longer. If you're wondering what length that you need for the webbing, that honestly depends on the bag and your customer. Typically, I try to make my crossbody straps somewhere between 45 inches and 60 inches in length. So usually I'll cut like 55 inches of webbing, and that tends to be perfectly fine. So this is now going to be the right side. And if you flip it over, you can see the wrong side. And this is how it adjusts, is basically this will slide up like that and make this longer. It's still a crossbody strap for ants though. I hope you like this quick and dirty sewing tip for bag making or just harness making if you're into that thing. Thank you so much for paying attention. Until next time.